Hey guys, it's Mischief here today. We're starting a brand new episode of Clash Royale. We were continuing with Molt's deck, as you probably read from the title. It's been working out really well for me. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins in a row with it as of right now. The deck's very pretty well. Hog Rider Graveyard, Elite Barbarians obviously, Royal Giant, crazy Miner deck, no clue what that is. Miner, Elite Barbarians, Ice Golem Graveyard, and Giant Graveyard, which is one of Chief Pat's favorites. And we managed to beat them all. So I want to show you guys 2 replays real quick, and then we'll hop into a live battle. We'll start with McLevin from Reborn. The good old wait, the elixir bar hits 10, and then we'll see what happens. Right here I made a mistake. Played my 9 elixir musketeers, split them up, and he attacked immediately full force with elite barbs and graveyard. But I managed to shut it down pretty well. Counter attack with the miner for the single. He defended it with basically everything he had. So now that other side has a good amount to go. See, he was confident in his skeleton army, but nowadays most people have zap, so I wouldn't say be too confident in that. And just like that, we tied the game up. Well, actually, we're in the lead by a little bit. We also have the elixir advantage by a good amount. So then after this, you just want to reset with this deck. 3 musketeers in the back or the front like that if you think they might rush. But always split them up unless you got a huge defense coming in like a golem or something. Attack full force there. This is where he made a mistake. He thought a graveyard would distract him pretty well. He waited too long. Waited till my musketeers locked onto the tower, and by then it was too late. So my musketeer against his musketeer. I dropped the cannon thinking that those skeletons would overwhelm, but they didn't. Excuse that text message. Forgot to turn those off. Still new to this. Alright, stopped his whole push and began a counterattack. His Mega Man's gonna take out my Ice Golem pretty easily and then slowly make its way forward. He's thinking about attacking, but he doesn't know exactly what to do. He decides to play the graveyard. 3 musketeers will easily stop that as long as you have enough elixir for them. If not, you will see another great counter for them in this match right here, actually. And basically resetted my push, canceled his push, and we're basically back to square one. He attacks full force. He's getting a little ahead of himself. I zap to slow that down, let the musketeer do the ones. Never overplay your cards, because that can get you into a lot of trouble. And there it is, the poison. Really, really good counter to graveyard. He even drops a wow because he wasn't expecting it. Really, really good. Kills them pretty quickly. My poison's level 5, so that's really well. And this battle's over. Good game to McLevin, and let's hop into the next replay. Okay, this one's a minor minion goblin barrel deck with, of course, the elite barbs and the tombstone. Like I said in the other video, the poison's a great counter for the furnace as well as the tombstone. As you can see, that stopped Tombstone and his push pretty well and allowed the poison to do damage as well as my Mega Minion. Then he came in with that, expecting me not to have a counter, but zapped it pretty well. Problem is, the Mega Man's not so good against the minion horde, even when they're zapped. And I'm guessing he was feeling pretty good about his lead at this point. But never doubts 3 musketeers. So again, he does that. I distracted them with fire spirits, or at least one of them. The other one locked on, did a good amount of damage, but he should have went to the right side tower. Don't split your damage like that unless you have this 3 musketeer deck, because this is what this is really for, is to make them decide on what they want to defend. See, he defended this side with the miner, and then my 2 musketeers on that side did a whole lot of damage. He drops a tombstone right there, which is pretty pointless at this time. It's not going to do anything alone, and I could have poisoned it, but I decided to save it, so I might need the poison at another time. There he goes with a minor goblin barrel. I zapped the last second. I didn't think I would need it, but he was getting a good amount of damage in there. And here goes my little pseudo push with the ice golem fire spirits, making them have to play something, because those fire spirits do a lot of work, especially if I'd have got all 3 of them to the tower. Here we go. Restart. Split the musketeers. Ice golem for the 2, miner for the other one, and a poison to shut all that down. Here comes his elite barb, which everyone's overusing at this point. Fire spirits take them out. Ice golem distracts one of them. Goblin barrel caught me off guard. He manages to take that tower, but I'm not worried about it since his right tower is already at 178. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. At this point, all I gotta do is miner it, or zap it, or poison it. I'll decide to miner it first. Save the rest of the stuff I have for defense. Put a cannon in front of them to protect the 3 musketeers. Fire spirits take all that out, and then all I'd have to do at this point is poison or zap. I decided to poison for added effect. And that's game. Good job to DK Lord, and another handed victory for this deck. Alright guys, we'll hop into our next replay, which is going to be the giant graveyard. Pretty good deck, if I say so. Chief Pat seems to love the giant graveyard as well, even though he switched to the lava hound balloon, which everyone's using now. So let's just watch this replay. It's from Victor and Clan Made in Mexico. And he'll start off with a really aggressive princess in the beginning. We really have nothing good to stop that, so we'll just drop 2 elixir fire spirits. So give a 1 elixir positive trade, even though he got a shot on the tower. Ice golem start in the back. He starts with his real giant. We split 3 musketeers, 2 on that side, deal with the giant, 1 on that other side to attack. He drops his ice wizard and archer, so we find that's a good time to throw a miner back there. Ice golem destroys his skeleton army, and fire spirits and musketeer take that out. He dropped his mega minion, but he dropped it after our musketeer hit the tower, so we got a good amount of damage. And this is another critical point in this match. I could have played something here to stop his mega minion from getting hits, but I figured it wasn't worth it. You gotta learn to budget your elixir. Positive elixir trade is, as Orange Juice likes to say, could really cost you the game if you played poorly. Alright, here we're just gonna reset. His ice wizard, which I knew he was gonna drop his giant behind, so we split our musketeers. Let's start attacking. Doing good work against it, but we'll drop the cannon just so block the extra damage. Drop our ice golem for them. We'll save up for our miner for the left side. The zap takes care of skeleton army, which everyone uses now, and get good damage on the tower. Our musketeers will do his push, and his right tower only has 16 health left on it. Again, another aggressive princess. Drop my mega minion, take her out. She gets 1 shot, and a miner to distract his ice wizard. Poison all that, take out a skeleton army, do damage to the tower and the ice wizard. He'll drop his giant in front. Drop my cannon over there to distract, and there comes his graveyard. the surprise he left in his deck. But I do have my 3 musketeers available, which will stop them pretty easy, and a zap. Stop this giant 3 musketeers, ice wizard, and his archers. And now we got a hefty counter push going on. The miner drops over there, distract the princess, poison, destroy all that, including the princess. We'll take that out. Maybe get a hit off. Nope, no hits off on the tower, but the poison's weighing it down, and that one's still at 16, so we could zap that if we wanted to. Get rid of it pretty easy. At this point, he knows the game's over. He'll keep trying, but no point in this. So I just let his graveyard do what it wants. We're gonna zap this tower at the end. Got real close there at 97, but the way this game was playing out, those 3 musketeers going forward, his tower at 1153, I didn't think it was much of a threat. And yeah, that'll be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video.